Jake, you must be in shock to see what 21st century food and culture is like.
Well, we Sumerians have established a number of independent cities, and that, but I never would have thought that a city would be so attractive with people leaving and coming.
Oh, Jake, no need to boast. I know you established a number of independent cities in southern Mesopotamia, including Uma, and Lagash.
Well, do you know that our economy was primarily agricultural? Looks like your economy relies on this thing called fast food, in which the meat is pink.
I'm not sure if I can argue with you on that one, Jake, so tell me, what was religion like back then?
Well, we believe that the gods and goddesses own the cities, which makes us what you call a theocracy. We also believed in many gods.
Yes, you were polytheistic, and tell me a little bit about the social groups of your city-states.
That is easy. There are four major social groups: the elites, dependent commoners, free commoners, and slaves. It was obviously in the elite group. I was obviously in the elite group.
I'm sure you were.
Oh, and another important thing to add. We produce wool and textiles, pottery, and metalwork.
Well, seems like you were hungry. Any last things you want to add about important items or things during your time?
Sure. Because all I have got is time, right? Two important documents during my time were the Royal Standard of Ur, which shows the social groups of Ur and dates back to 2700 BC, and the Code of Hammurabi, which shows a god giving Hammurabi laws, or what is known as Hammurabi's Code.
Well said, Jake. I could not have put it any better myself. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Hey, can I get another one of these sandwiches?
Sure, because all I've got is money, right?
What?
Hey, Solomon, how's it going?
I'm doing quite well.
Good to hear. Hey, I wanted to ask you, were you ever able to sort out all of those wives?
Hey, don't go there.
Anyway, tell us about some things that you accomplished.
Well, my most famous project was the construction of the temple in Jerusalem, which housed the Ark of the Covenant. That one was a big hit, but there also was the Gate of Gezer, which wasn't too shabby either.
Yes, fine constructions. Anything else that was important?
Anything else? I could go on for days, but I don't have that kind of time. So to point out a couple of important things, I expanded political and military establishments in Israel. We are at the height of our power with me as king. Also, I had more children than workers on the Temple of Jerusalem.
No way.
Yahweh.
I've read the entire Bible, and you seem to be mentioned in 2 Samuel and 1 Kings a lot. Any thoughts?
I mention a lot now that I think about it. I guess I'm just that important.
Yep, well, thanks for your time. Ashurbanipal, welcome. I'm glad to have you here.
Well, thank you. You're privileged to have me in your presence.
Yes, I'm very glad to have you here. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what you did.
Where do I start? I've done so much. One thing I have fond memories of was sacking the Edomite city in 647 BC. We wiped out all the people, destroyed the city walls, and carried off the riches we earned. Another thing I pride myself on is my ability to read in several languages. As you know, I established the first systematically organized library in my palace at Nineveh. I enjoyed that very much.
We are all very impressed by those accomplishments. So let me ask you, as you look at this modern 21st century, what do you see different from your time?
Well, first of all, no one's fighting. How can you expand without conquering? I mean, I look outside and I see people just walking around and wasting time when they could be sacking cities and carrying off the spoils of war.
Well, Ashurbanipal, times have changed. Even though there are wars going on everywhere, we try to maintain peace. But anyway, tell me a little bit more about your war tactics.
I pride myself on being known by other nations for my cruelty and actions to defeated kings. Everyone during my time hated us, the Syrians. But everyone hates a winner, right? Anyway, I cannot lie. I did enjoy burning some of my captives. Sometimes I would take them alive and cut off their hands, noses, ears, or fingers. However, most of the time I would just burn them in a fire.
Wow, that sounds good. You were quite the warrior.
And I still am.
Yes, and still are. One other thing I would like to point out is that relief that shows you on a lion hunt killing a lion. Any thoughts on this?
Yes, that one. While I was a conqueror of the king of the beast, sometimes when I was bored, I would go and kill lions with my bare hands. Impressive, right?
Yes, very impressive. Well, this concludes our interview. Thanks for your time, Master Benapal.
You're welcome.